Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A brave forward jump there to start. Grabs him. Jump. Throws him. What's next? That throw will do some good damage. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Now, can they finish the job? Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Their life is hanging in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
USA. Make it a scrap heap. Fight. USA.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Nice counter. Smart play there. Good anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Reacts fast enough to get the counter. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a trip. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
A lot of courage behind that super hard at the start of the round. How will this impact things? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gutsy play with the grab. Jumps up. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Clutch anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Light weak charges forward. Looking for a chance. Excellent block. Tags him and takes the W. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Jamaica.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. The cross-up's good. Oh, they needed to block that from behind. Throws them to negate the block. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Brings out the suitcase, saw a path, and they took it. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jump. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Just goes for it at this range. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. Gets the combo. This can lead to some big damage. Are they going to be able to come back? Combo finishes it! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Japan.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
This round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise rush in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Player two chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player one can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. That's not gonna hit. Jumps in. Grabs and throws him away. Player one has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. You've got to be mindful of Shout of Earth, untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
USA. Bury the ball. Fight. One. Two. Three. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match going to shake out? It's going to be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Nothing but air for the impact. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player two is just about out of drive on. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player two is in burnout, drives off the table. With a super up connect, life lead opens up. Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Player two can't afford mistakes without digs in deep to get that drive in. They need to shout up Earth. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Who's going on the offensive? Hits him with a stopping block. Decides goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Very slick with the combo. Good instinct to going wild with Shout of Earth. They were right to be on guard there. Player two burns out. Going in? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Will they go all in without drive? Oh down, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Nothing stops this train. Who's going to steal goes for the Shin Hashogeki? It's a good spot to use the super. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. There's excellent block. Reads the jump in perfectly. Their drive gauges aren't full. This means less restart forward rush. Connects with the throw. Player two is and whiffs. They're wide open. Wraps it up with a throw. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna be bad news. Sticks the combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player two chases him down. All right, what's coming up next? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. Reacts to the throw. Takes a trip. Misses the drive impact. Throws them to negate the block. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick going on the offensive? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Going in. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. There's an overdrive shorty. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player two will need to play it with Shout of Earth, cranking it up. Grabs and throws them away. Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Scrapping it out up close. This is a tough... burnout activates. In there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Was that a good decision? Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Are they both going to dial it back for a bit? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player two springs forward with the drive rush. This stun might mean the NKO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and pop. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Oh, says no to the impact. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Player two will have to deal with this kick of super art. That's not gonna hit. Going on the offensive? Brushes that off and keeps going. Backs them into the corner, looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Hanging on for dear life. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Ooh, brushes that off and keeps going. Player two is looking at it, turning it right up with a super. What will they do next? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. The jump in is denied. This unleashes some big damage. Player two burns out. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Oh, here we go. Player 2! Wow, sat and waited for this opening! Time to make them famous! Oh, it's enough? Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have...
USA. Carry the ball. Fight. Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, get some. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. A little too greedy, charges forward. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Both fighters have plenty of drive going on the offensive. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Gutsy play with the grab. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good instinct is going wild with Shout of Earth. Throws him. What now? Oh my god, they just choked it up. The drive impact doesn't work. Time to reassess the situation? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Somehow, ooh, what a smart throw. Going in? Catches out the cage right there. Unleashing the beast and ready to play mix-up. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Oh, pumps the brakes on the impact. Probable punish counter sets the table. Both sides flatlines them. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is... and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Does a good job of pushing back. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Double lariat, and now? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Was hungry for the grab. Knockdown and hits back with the overdrive vertical. Scrapping it out up close. It tries to act quickly, but with the attack. What'll happen here? The low kick hits. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Not there's the burner. Still alive? Still alive? Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Player 1 closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put put on a real clinic for him.
USA. Carry the ball. Fight. USA.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Jump in, finds the mark. Charges in with authority. Still slugging it out here. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Knockdown. Grabs him. Solid combo. All right, what's coming up next? Gets him. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? Takes a trip. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. Grabs and throws him away. Knockdown and brushes that off and keeps going. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? Crowns him from above. Goes absolutely putting the cherry on top. Still alive? Still alive? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Let's loose a boom. What a finish. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
India.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Prepare yourself. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Gets a chance with that jump in. Still slugging it out here. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Gets through the opening. Gets a good read on their opponent. Player one has used up, brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of hits them with a stop and box? Uses their drive to shout up earth, cranking it up. Oh, what's this? Experiencing burnout. Player two has an bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Double lariat, and now gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout activates. Target locked and scoop. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They were waiting for it. No, critical art now? Oh, how did they spot that? Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hits them with a stop and bomb. The jump-in is denied. Hold your breath. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation.
I am almighty.
Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. All right, what's coming up next? The big play does it. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Goes, brushes that off and keeps going. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Looking to plant him with a pile to it's too much. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Misfire with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. They need to hold out. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Drive usage is back on the table. Feeling out the spacing. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Pokes with a medium kick. One combo can end this round right now. A quick breather. Player two can't use any more drivers in there. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jump. Who's going to start things off? Double lariat, and now? Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Gets the combo. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Not much life. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic. Drops them hard. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? In with a backstep blow. Were they baiting them into that? Can they create an opportunity? Pops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Cross that off. Good instinct to shout up first, cranking it up. And it throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Who will set the bait at this range? Out of range. Relatively safe. Player 1 with a slight lead. Excellent block. Impact squash. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Connects with the throw. Big throws. There's the soup with the lariat. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, here we go. Ooh, what a smart throw. Looking for a hole. Neither fighter is showing any whip. They're wide open. Reach out and hug them. Yes, sir. More damage, please. The jump in is... Oh, what's this? Who's coming out on top? Screw pile driver. But no, are you kidding me? Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
India.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
You fight. You
Starts with a jumper. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player 2 has the life lead.
You
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Nails the anti-air. All right, what's coming up? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Gets right in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Going wild with Shout of Earth! They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offense. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps? Who's going to start things off? From up above, Yoga fires it. The throw missed. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. Knockdown and... grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? Drilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno Rift. Big stage blows. Drops them hard. Connects with the throw. Going in. Noticeable life lead. Oh my, the throw tech. This is what a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Inferno! What are they cooking up? What will they do next? It's time for both. Hits them with a stopping block. Jumps in. Oh, the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. What are they gonna do? Okay, here we go. Wall splat into the guard break. This unleashes some big damage. Turning it right up with a super. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
United Kingdom.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. takes a trip. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 turned this right around with that super. Knockdown. This is gonna be bad news. What'll happen here? Potion in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Hits him with a stop and bop. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening, going wild with Shout of Earth. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Knew the throw was coming. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 needs to backs it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Cross that off. Who's going to steal this and whip? They're wide open. Going wild with Shout of Earth. Knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Absolutely relentless. Oh my, the throw tech. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1, oh yo, raw super hit. Burns the gauge on the closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Brazil. Go there. Go.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's... See what they try to do here in the first round. Put one in the pocket. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 is using their drive liberally.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Lots of aggression from both sides. Nails the timing and stings them. All right. The super armor does its job. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. All right, what's coming up next? Adds on a bit extra, brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Taking stock. Life lead open, gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Backstep rolling attack? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has the life advantage. Hits him with a stop and bop. Blocks it. Gotta be careful. Digs in deep to get that drive in. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player looking to plan him with a pile driver. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 turns out. Clutch, anti-air. Trouble from up top. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Rolling attack slams them. Noticeable life grants it cleanly. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Connects with the throw. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Heavy punch sends him flying. Finds the target. This is gonna hurt. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 meets them air to air. Good judgment there. Absolutely relentless. Oh, with impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Both are ready to pull the... Oh, putting the cherry on top. No hesitation. Wild out on him. Sends him up. And boom, the cannonball. Who will set the bait at this range? Nothing stops this train. What now? No, critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
No remorse!
Pretty guts to pull that off. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? They block the overhead and slips the grab. These two fighters are perfectly synced. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Big, low, reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting to... They can't squander this punish counter chance. Look at the big play does it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Reads the command grab. Goes for the jump in. Oh, says no to the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Max SA gauges. Were they baiting them into that? Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 drops them to half. Close. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Brazil. Handshakes.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. An aggressive attack. Oh, whiffs the grab. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Decides to spend the move, add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 chases them down.
Here we go.
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Wow, you're a good
Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Reads them. Knockdown and to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A lot of courage behind that super art at the start of the round. A brave forward jump there to start. Brushes off the impact. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Jumps. Hits with the overhead. Brushes that off and keeps going. Risky up-close scrap still going. Going wild with Shout of Earth. What'll happen here? Big throws. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch Vic going on the offensive? Buffs up.
Nice here.
Get educated with the counter. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Snatches them. She don't even care how big the opponent is. Strides and back misses. A jump? Okay, here we go. No! This will break him. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Final fight! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. An aggressive attack. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Gets a chance with that jump in. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Very solid punch. Goes for the super art. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super. Gets some. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
They trade hits. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Grabs him. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Did well to get the buff in there. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Gets a risky push in. Knockdown and... Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. This is gonna hurt. Drive impact KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps. Hits him with a stop and pop. Puts a bit of sending it all out. Can they make this and lead to some big damage? Fire! Player 1 rushes in. Oh, knockdown. Here comes the mixer. That's gonna leave him rattled. Amazing. Totsugeki to the face. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have hit just like Big Papa. Oh my God, Rock Super! Up with a breathing hop. Ugh, take a seat. It is over.
Big spirit!
Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
I'm sorry. Thanks for playing. Congratulations! Practice online. Training match. Practice. Arcade. Practice. Online. Arcade. Practice. Training. Training room.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I do what die with it. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggle.
Dang, smart as shit.
My covenant.
What are you waiting for? I don't have time to play. What are you waiting for? I don't have time to play. What are you waiting for? I don't have time to play. What are you waiting for? Bet that hurt.
Hadouken! Hadouken!